Notre Dame Dons basketball is on the air from the Don Dome in Niles, Illinois. It's the home opener for the Notre Dame Dons as they welcome in the Marist Redhawks. And welcome to the show, everybody. It's Danny Berg and Caden Frawley back with you. Once again, we've returned. Who would have thought? Good to be back, Caden.
Oh, I'm so happy to be back. We got a little light show going on before the game, getting the energy up. I'm excited. Home opener. Little known fact about me, but probably a pretty well-known fact about me is that basketball is probably my favorite sport besides baseball. So being able to come out here and commentate this stuff, I love it.
I respect that for being your favorite sport. But we got to first take a look at this Dons team, and it's a little bit different from what you saw a year ago. Only 4 or 5 returning players that are all seniors. It's a very new-look team. 2 transfers coming in this year, most notably the sophomore Brady Selhurst dropping 16 on St. Pat's on Friday. But, Caden, we saw just the amount of juniors that were on this team last year, transfer students that have now gone on to other places. It's a very new-look team. Yeah, I mean, you talk about Brady Selhurst. You know, we've seen him for the first couple games of the season that have all been away so far. He's been a key player. We see in the DePaul tournament, he was one of the top scorers the entire time. St. Pat's, like you said, 16 points. He's going to be a key player, and even though we did lose some people, we did gain a few newcomers that we can use. Not to mention 4 sophomores on the roster. You don't see that very often. Well, let's take a look at these early season tournaments as both teams played in some Thanksgiving tournaments. The Dons went 3-1 in their tournament at Battle of the Bridge. And then Marist 4-0 at the District 219 tournament hosted at Richards. And Marist looked pretty good in that tournament, even in that last game, beating Richards by 11 points. Richards is usually a pretty good team. And then the Dons looked pretty good as well. They won their first 2 games, scoring more than 55 points. They got 63 in that third-place game. And they held DePaul to 35, which is not easy. Yeah, I mean, we've seen not the outcome that ND's wanted from every single game so far, but just from the looks of it, new team, like you said, a lot of people left. So for the players to be able to adapt to this new team, new starting lineup, I think we're doing pretty good so far. And Marist is a very talented team, always have been. Expect to see a pretty good game tonight. And let's take a look at some of this conference action as we are in conference play here tonight. The conference opened up on Friday. Marist knocked off Joliet Catholic by 9 points, 67-58 the final, and then St. Pat's took down the Dons by 19. Also on Friday, don't overreact. Dons are 5 games into their season. We also got Marian Catholic defeating Naz, also by 9 points, and then Bennett just absolutely steamrolling Carmel. Bennett looking like they're going to be one of the top teams in 4A this year, also absolutely running through RB. St. Viator picked up a non-conference win, and then we take a look at the slate today. It's not too shabby. Marist and Notre Dame, and then we got Marian Catholic, St. Viator. That should be a good one, too. I mean, yeah, Marian Catholic, also one of the most – they've been one of the top teams for the past couple of years in this class. So, once again, just another I feel like this is personally one of the better classes and conferences in Illinois, and I love to see that, and I love to be able to come out here and watch these games. It's a lot of high-level play basketball. And then as we take a look at what these teams got coming up next for them, it's a lot of conference action. Yeah. 3 of the next 4 games for both of these teams is conference play. Dons get Carmel on Friday and then play 3 straight games at home to close out before Christmas. And then Marist gets 3 straight home games after this. All conference games with Viator, Carmel, and Pats before heading on the road to play Naperville North. So it's a pretty good slate for both of these teams to head into the holidays. Yeah, I mean, this is really going to test both teams right here where if they could do stuff out of conference, great. They could win out of conference, great. But when it comes down to conference and that's when they need to win the most, that's where these teams get tested. They need to win these conference games if they want to be the best in the state of Illinois. And what's big this year is that they've added 7 conference games to each team's slate. Marion Central went off. They're out on their own this year before forming a new conference next year. So what do the conferences decide to do? Well, we're going to do home-and-home series with everybody, following in the CCL's path, which it was long overdue. So now each team will play, every team, home and road, which I think is huge. I love that idea. I mean, it's just more basketball for everybody. Don't you love that? Yes. But I think what's big about that is it takes out some non-conference action, maybe some tournaments that some of these teams that aren't as good could potentially get into. Now puts a lot more stress on conference because you're now playing 16 games. And we saw last year when Notre Dame played Carmel 3 times. It's not easy to beat an opponent multiple times.
Yeah, I mean, this just gives each team a little leeway, a little bit better of a shot, and improving their overall record by basically doubling the amount of games.
I would say it's not going to look easy for we got joined by Coach Hennessy for a few minutes. He's trying to track somebody down, and he comes to us. Sorry about that. I think what we're going to see this year is I don't think we're going to see any undefeated teams at conference this year.
Oh, no.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Just so many more games. That just gives more fatigue for each team, you know. Some teams could play 3 games, 4 games in a row for all that we know, and then they could be tired by the 4th game and have an upset loss or something like that, you know. So no undefeated teams. It's going to be very low chance, and I kind of like that better. Like I said before, it gives a bit of a more equal chance to every team in the league.
So with a minute left here, Caden, what are you thinking tonight?
What am I thinking tonight? Of course, I got ND winning. I mean, I said it once already. That light show kind of gave me goosebumps before the game. Kickstart my heart with some ND green and blue.
Yes, sir.
Going around the gym. I got ND winning 65-63. I got a close one for tonight, but I do have ND pulling out 65-63.
We're going to head over to public address announcer Mr. Mike Marist. Will be back following starting lineups. All right. That was pretty good. So Caden's going to go hang out and go take some photos because I guess he's a photographer now, so that's kind of cool. So, yeah, you guys get to hang out with me for a second. But that's not too bad. It's going to be a good one. It's just the second conference game for both of these teams. Marist is 6-0 altogether so far, 1-0 in conference play. And the Dons 3-2 with one loss in conference action. So let's get things underway, shall we? As we've got Eric Lewis and Jan Coutu taking the tip-off. And this will be won by the Redhawks as Vavel will win the battle. He'll dish off to Caden White, and we're going to see a lot of this dishing up at the top. And look out for drives in the middle. Notre Dame is not big in size whatsoever, and Marist likes to take advantage of that. A lot of those points come from driving in, but you do like to see them take a three every once in a while. That does happen. And with no shot clock in regular season high school basketball yet, as we look out for this, and in goes the bucket for Eric Lewis, and the Redhawks strike first. So here comes Liam Ingles, one of the new members of this starting core. The Dons starting lineup has pretty much completely changed over from a year ago. There's the new man, Brady Selhurst. And we like to see the Dons move the ball a lot around the ring. They're not a team that drives a lot, except when this guy gets it. Jan Coutu, Brady Selhurst from the corner. That's his happy spot. He gets it tipped, but the ball's going to stay with the Dons. An attempt to knock it out by Caden White. Try to throw it off of Brady, but it will stay Notre Dame basketball as we welcome Caden back in.
Sorry about that.
He was off on his own business ventures as Liam Ingles flips it in. And the new start of the lineup, Leo Frederigo, making that grab. Nice to see Leo getting some starting time.
Yeah, he's been a big role last year as a sixth man. See him starting in the lineup.
Here's Jan up at the top of the key. He's going to drive, and that's what we've seen so much from him through the first 5 games, taking on a huge role now as a scorer, averaging about a double-double to get the season underway, as we'll see Mason Ross playing pitch and catch with Keyshawn Vavel up at the top. And there's that drive we were talking about just a second ago that Marist likes to do, and they're going to take advantage of the mismatch on the size. Dribble drive is missed, and Liam Ingles with the rebound.
Don's pushing the pace a little bit, but not too much to make it a fast break. Still trying to put a little pressure on the defense for Marist.
Jan trying to slow the pace down just a little bit, get them set up. Frederigo from the wing trying to battle around, and nearly a steal there from Lewis. Little under 6 minutes to go here in quarter number 1. Swing to the out. Now Liam will take a shot from the wing, and that one is no good. Sellers tried to go for the rebound, but brought down by the Redhawks.
I feel like we need to see more of that from Ingles this year.
There's that transition offense that the Redhawks have absolutely pioneered as Justin Lang buries a corner 3.
Sorry, as I was saying before, Ingles not too much of a shooter. Likes to pass the ball around, give the ball, be unselfish, but sometimes a little too unselfish. He'll have a wide open shot and just pass the ball up. So I feel like we do need to see that a little bit more this year.
Brady Sellers with a bank shot, got dangerously close to getting called for a traveling violation, but does not get called, and it's now 5-4 Marist. We set at 4:55 to go on the clock, and we're going to get our first whistle of the game. We're going to get a foul called on Eric Lewis. So an unwelcome turnover for the Redhawks as Liam Ingles will bring her back up. A little bit of pushing and shoving with Sellers and Mason Ross. That's going to be a matchup to watch for. Number 4 in white, number 1 in red. And there's Mason Ross showing up. And we get that's definitely going to be a trip on Leo Frederigo. Redhawks are going to inbound from underneath, just outside the basket on that R on the baseline. Caden White on that inbound, and Lang got it tipped. Frederigo couldn't recover that as Vavel was right there. fast pace so far for the Red Hawks, Caden.
Oh, we see another deep three there.
Whistle for something. And now a discussion.
Refs convene. No, yeah, as you were saying, Marist pushing the pace a little bit, getting wide open shots. Especially those 2 big threes so far to give them an 8-4 lead.
I believe both of those were hit by Justin Lang. As Moselle will inbound with a little over 4 minutes to go here in quarter number 1.
Dons need to push the paint a little bit more. We see some of the big points come off of layups from Jan in the paint. Haven't seen too much of that so far.
Frederigo goes for 3, just off to the left. As Connor Moselle tried to go up for the rebound. It's going to be rebounding by committee this year, as the Dons really don't have a big man. Unless you want to put Jan Katu in that category, which you absolutely could. Great rebound, but can't finish. Eric Lewis, and it results in another empty possession for the Red Hawks. Katu lost it.
No foul called.
Probably would have gotten called for a travel there if he didn't lose it. And Moselle with the block. Ball stays here.
So far, a lot of good things from each team. Andy likes to push the ball up. Can't get onto a fast break yet, though. So we see him also playing some great defense.
Fake and little float will go for Keyshawn Babel. Marist jumps out to a 2-score lead. Ryder Raya has entered for the Dons. 2 sophomores out on the floor, and a charge foul will be called on Katu. I don't know about that. He never really had possession of the ball.
Yeah. I mean, could have been a foul. I'm not sure about a charge, though. It looked like they both had possession. If anything, that's a jump or a travel. Or I really didn't think that's a charge, though. Yeah.
Carlito Collins has entered into the game as Katu will go take a break. Be cautious with Ryder Raya, too. He is prone to getting those fouls. He was getting into foul trouble on Friday. As that is wide left, but will stay here.
Yeah, a couple
Sellers last to touch.
Couple early subs from ND. Don't see that too often. Usually we get a little bit later in the game. We see 2 subs come in already.
And a timeout called by the Red Hawks. We'll head off real quick as well. We come back in a 10-4 ball game as the Red Hawks just coming off that timeout they took. Deep inbound and deep 3 off right side, and Selhurst last to touch again and not very happy with himself.
And he's got to start securing these. They're kind of just tipping them up in the air, leaving it open for anybody. He's got to come down with the ball, come down strong with it.
Selhurst trying to make a case that it wasn't him, and another open 3. Left, right, and we're going to get a foul going
call.
The other way. Offensive foul on Eric Lewis. And Eric not too pleased. That's his second. And he's going to take some time on the bench as Marquise Vance is going to enter in for him. .235 to go here in quarter number 1.
I feel like we really need to see a score here from ND. They need to do something just so that they don't go on a long scoreless run to end the first quarter, even if it's just a layup.
Selhurst for three, and buries it.
Just what I said.
That was a major part of the 16 points he dropped just a few days ago. It's now 10-7, and that's going the other direction.
And the ball is gone under the stage.
Oh, we lost it?
It is in the weight room right now.
It is gone. So we are without a basketball.
Don't have an extra?
Are we? This is really happening right now? Well, while we got a second, as that just happened, our new Legends Field campaign is going on. Is it finally happening? Legends Field is getting new turf? Who'd have thought? Dan Betts to the rescue. What is that? So, Caden, you're going to be a senior next year. You're going to be the first graduating class on that turf. So, what is that like for you? Finally getting some new turf.
I think it'll be cool to look at it from the press box. I mean, I won't know how it feels to play on it. I don't play football or soccer or lacrosse or anything that I really need to be on the turf for, but hey, man, if I get a good view from the press box while calling some football games, I don't know if I could ask for anything better.
Thank you, Teddy Reifke. Military crawling underneath the stage to go get it.
That's his job.
He's a varsity manager for a reason. Here's Ryder Raya up at the wing. Ryder, a big part of that 8-3 football team, or 8-4 football team too. We get it broken up. Scrum on the floor. This isn't wrestling. And it's still loose. Finally taken up by Caden White in an easy bucket to make it 12-7. Felt like we were playing hot potato for a second there. My goodness.
Football as you were talking about it.
That's the announcer's jigs.
I'm telling you, it's real.
Tell that to Jim Nance. Here's Collins looking to drive, runs into traffic. And now Don's got to slow it down again with about a minute left. Ingles trying to drive now, and he just can't get anywhere. Roadblocks all around him. This is what we were talking about earlier. They just are struggling to drive to start out the season.
Yeah.
As they've now spent about 15, 20 seconds just passing the ball around. And Sellers can't get rid of it.
Got to clean it up here. Find an open pass. Make a good cut. Something. Stop dribbling around. We need a score before the end of the first quarter.
We continue with this, and there goes Brady. Throws it out. Connor's going to take a drive, and that will go.
Way to go up strong with it. We need to see more of that. I said that about a couple things already, but just taking the ball to the hoop is one thing.
Take charge, too. So now Marist is going to play a little bit of that game, and a block by Moselle. 10 seconds. And he lost control. Got to slow down. Shot to Collins. Wide right. Sellers can't get on top of it, and we're going to get a foul on Sellers with 1 second left.
Another questionable call there. Looks like he might have tripped over himself.
Yeah.
But I'm not the ref.
So it is 1 tick left on the clock, which will probably just be inbound chest pass, and Vasilakis will heave it. Well, we'll see, as it'll be Caden White inbounding, and they're just going to let it drain. So smart decision there, but the Redhawks have a 3-point lead after 1. We'll make our quick transition over, and we'll be back in just a second. And welcome back, everybody, as Caden Frella is going to go off and take some photographs. I got Jacob Barnett here.
Hello, everybody watching at home.
The voices of Fight Night. The voice of Fight Night. What was that like?
Fight Night? For my first experience in media crew.
By Caden White.
As we're moving down. Adoni has the ball for Marist. For the P. Going up for the three. And
a little short and nice rebound there by Marquise Vance. And that's going to go out of bounds. We've seen a lot of that back and forth ball going so far. And what I'm really interested to see is who's finally going to take that breakaway, who's going to separate themselves. And that goes right off of the face of Marquise Vance. Justin Lang was trying to make that short with a lot of pressure up in his face and just tried to bounce past that to Marquise Vance, and he wasn't ready for it.
Not ready. No. Now with the Dons having the ball, let's see if they can capitalize on this opportunity.
So here comes Ingles up with it. And I'd like to see, like at the very end of the first quarter, some more of I'm going to take charge. Hey, that was a defensive foul.
Yep.
Wow. I don't know about that.
But you know, that's the game of basketball. We got to learn, we got to adapt, and then we got to overcome it. Because bad calls are just inevitable.
It does happen.
Swinging the ball around once more.
Here's White trying to slow things down. Here's his drive, and we got a new guy in. Stephen Brown is going to miss here.
Jan took the ball. Nice rebound. We're moving down.
More pitch and catch, and we see this a lot in high school basketball, and you can get away with it because of that no shot clock. Only seen 21 points, not commonplace in a varsity matchup.
And no points this quarter yet.
No, as we are 3 minutes in now.
Nice pass to the middle.
Brown trying to get around.
And the rebound.
Brown just completely rainbows, and now we're going to get an offensive foul on Brown. Or I'm sorry, that was Marquise Vance, not Stephen Brown. It was Marquise Vance called for the foul, and now we're going to get a boatload of subs as Ross, Vavel, and Dermot Smith is going to come in.
And Carlito Collins in for Jan on the Don side.
Oh, there we go. I missed him. Offense.
A
lot of high school teams like to perfect.
And it goes in.
As Dermot Smith puts one through, 5-point lead. (14-12).
Marist is just being so fast with their passes.
They are moving really quick. Here's a deep three, and that's up and out. Here's Collins down
Carlito
court.
Collins. Oh.
Selhurst will kick out. Moselle looking to drive. That got tipped. Frederico got it. Look at this sequence. That was something. Heads up play by Carlito Collins to get that possession. I'm telling you, this sophomore is the real deal.
He is.
The 6'5" sophomore from GBS.
Wow.
Big time. As the Dons now lead with 3 minutes to halftime. Make sure you hang around for halftime too, as we got our favorite cheer team has returned.
And
that's going the other way.
Ball. All right.
It's going to be a foul on Mason Ross. He did not have the basketball, so that was a off the play foul as Ryder Raya will re-enter. Both teams now with 4 fouls approaching the bonus.
And here comes
one more and into the bonus go the Dons. Off with them. We will be back. We got a little over 100 seconds left before the end of the half.
104 to be exact, Danny.
144. You can read. Here's Liam. As the Dons looking to make it a little bit of a larger lead before we head into break.
With that lead, how much do you think the Dons could get ahead in the upcoming half?
In the second half?
Yes.
Well, let's see how the end of this half comes first. Take some momentum into the break as here's Moselle will take a three and bang! You can't let zero get hot because that's bad news for you. So now the Redhawks are going to look to answer as that offense has gone stone cold. 2 points in the entire quarter so far as the Dons have put up 9, equaling their total from quarter number 1 as we are now inside of a minute to play.
Well, what, Marist only put up 2 this
2 points the entire quarter.
And just within this last drive, Marist was just taking their time a lot more.
Yeah, they're trying to slow things down, and I think this is going to be a last shot hold with the way that Liam is bringing this up, and this is definitely going to be a last shot hold unless Notre Dame gets pressured, which is exactly what's happening to Ryder Rhea.
Marist just trying to get a little more points until they go into the half.
It's a 4-point lead right now.
Up for the 3.
Rhea for 3.
Oh, left just out.
And a travel gets called. Keyshawn Vavel.
Don's ball once more.
How about that? So with a little over 10 seconds, the Dons are going to have it. And I'm interested to see what kind of play they draw up here because you got to move quickly.
Yeah.
Broken up. Well, it's going to stay, so that took about a second off the clock.
And Mason Ross did break that up.
So Ingles will inbound.
Trying to find an opening.
We'll find Frederigo. Back to Ingles. 5 seconds. And a travel on Selhurst. So the Redhawks are going to get it back with a little under 4 seconds.
Redhawks moving down. Mason Ross driving, trying to get the final shot of the quarter. And he misses.
What? Is there supposed to be audio with this camera? This is just the camera. This is us. So we're going to head into the half with a 4-point game. Now it's time to send it to the floor, I think. We've got a halftime show coming up. We're going to be back at the end of halftime.
And we're back with the second half with some Notre Dame Dons basketball. A little recap of the first half. Very defensive battle. Joined here, I'm Aiden Nelson, joined here by Jacob Arnett. Jacob, what were some of your takeaways from that first half?
Definitely Marist's quickness on the court, just swinging the ball and really just making the Dons work. But also the same is to be said about the Dons. The Dons were keeping up. They were keeping their defense strong against Marist. And as you can see, the Dons have taken the lead coming into the half, 18-14.
That is true, and we're going to see Marist is going to start with the ball here.
Up for a three, and he drains the three first half.
That is going to be Keyshawn Vival with the three-pointer there to put the score within one to start the second half.
Jan is back in this game, a big player in the first half.
That is true, and we're going to see Liam Ingles trying to find someone to pass the ball to.
Which is to Jan. And here we move. Swinging the ball. Much of the same strategy from the first half.
Yeah, I think we're going to see both these teams not really change up their strategy too much.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, and Leo Federico is going to get a little hand over hand there. Marist just trying to find a little seam.
And up for the ball. Oh. And it is Don's ball. Passing to Jan.
Notre Dame really just, this whole offense is just pass, 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 and then, you know, once you pass it, you cut, and you're just trying to find somebody open.
Found Jan as the open man. Jan cutting to the basket, and he makes the shot.
Yeah, and I mean, here's the Marist quickness. I mean, bouncing back right after a made shot, and they're just going to try and get it down there as quickly as they can, try and catch them off guard and get a basket.
Yeah. But again, there's our Don's defense. Really, cutting to the basket. Mason Ross missing the shot, and it is Don's ball once more.
Yeah, Eric Lewis looking a little upset there. Definitely starting to get a little aggravated with all the calls going to ND with all these, you know, over the back loose ball fouls on those on all the rebounds. So,
because those are unnecessary errors.
So we're going to be looking here. Jan with the ball.
Controlling the court, slowing it down. Leo Federico now. Can't find anybody.
Leo a little trapped here, trying to find someone.
And the ball is loose, and it's Marist.
Mason Ross, good hustle play.
And he drains the three, tie game.
That's going to be Justin Lang on the three. I mean, just a great job. They're going to tie the game here, but Marist, great hustle play to get down there and then find the open man.
Yeah, our Dons need a basket here. And that is a foul on the Dons once more.
And that is again Eric Lewis, who is now going to get talked to by the referee.
And that's just that emotion being shown right now. Important game, passionate game. Could the crowd be getting to him?
I think so. You know, this ND crowd has been extremely loud tonight. Not a lot in number, but definitely in decibels.
Exactly. And here we go. Action starting up once more.
Trying to find an opening for someone.
Trying to get it to Jan. And the breakaway. And a foul.
It's one of the tough things ND has been trying to do is you can tell they've been trying to force a couple passes in there that they definitely shouldn't be forcing. Yeah. And that was an instance of it right there. They tried to force a pass and got picked off and took it all the way down. Now they're going to get free throws.
Yep. And there's our crowd once more.
And Keyshawn Vival is going to be the one shooting as he makes the first one. And we'll see him attempt number two.
And he does.
And that is going to be crucial. That's going to put him up by 2 points. not quite halfway through the third quarter.
But again, the Dons only need a basket to tie this game up. And could that be it? No, it cannot.
Brady Selhorst is going to miss there, which you don't really see often from him. Sophomore, transferred in this year, and he's been doing a great job adjusting.
Do you know Brady personally?
I have one class with him. You know, I've seen him around, and I mean, I can tell he's been putting in work. Him and Connor Moselle every morning, putting up shots, just putting in as much work as they can.
Yeah. He's one of the taller members on the team, though, clocking in at 6'5".
Brady is not your average, you know, shooting guard size-wise. Very, very tall.
Yeah.
Most guys at that size you expect to be power forward center, but Brady's just been so good at shooting and ball handling that they put him there.
And our cheerleaders are out within this timeout, just pumping up our crowd even more.
Yeah. And going back to Brady, I think that it truly is impressive. Coming in as an underclassman, new to the program, doesn't know, you know, really how the system works at the beginning of the year. Number one, makes it on varsity.
Yeah.
And then starts and contributes very, very heavily to the Dons offense.
Exactly. Because he got a few of those threes in the first half. And now we'll see what he can do now.
Yeah, you can see him and Connor Moselle have been doing a great job of picking up the slack almost. ND has lost a lot of guys from last year. One of the bigger names, Sonny Williams, transferred out, and he was, you know, a big spark for the Dons offense. And you can see Connor and Brady stepping it up this year and doing a pretty good job of you know, taking control of the offense and getting points when they need it.
And you see members like Liam, Carlito, and Jan also just dominating the court and controlling the ball and the game at their own pace.
Yeah, I mean, those guys have been in the program. You know, they've seen it here and there. You know, Liam was on varsity last year, didn't get much playing time, though, as a sophomore. But Jan and Carlito have definitely been getting a lot of playing time. And it looks like we're going to see something on Jan there. We're just going to give Marist the ball. Not quite sure what happened there, but Marist is going to be bringing the ball up.
And
there's going to be a timeout there taken by Marist. We're going to take a timeout with him. And we're back. Marist inbounding it to Mason Ross, senior here on this Marist team.
Mason Ross has been a major player.
Yeah, Mason Ross, you know, basically in the whole game. But that's Keyshawn Vival, who's going to be throwing the ball away. And it's going to go straight to ND.
Yep. And here we go, Liam Ingalls starting with the ball once more.
He's going to find Brady. He's going to shoot it.
Brady. Oh, just missed.
In and out shot there from Brady.
And Marist. A big take to the basket. And they score.
Marist again showing their quickness as Marquise Vance is going to be the one that's going to score that one for Marist.
Passing it to Brady.
Andy all clumped up.
There goes Connor.
Connor Moselle is able to get open and drains a three-pointer.
And it is now a one-point game, Aiden.
Yeah, I mean that's huge because if you let him get another bucket down by 6, it's a big deficit. But down by 1, a lot closer. From deep.
3, and it bounces out.
And
it is Notre Dame ball.
After some conversation about what happened there, Notre Dame's going to receive that loose ball.
And we have roughly less than 3.5 minutes in this quarter. And if the
Dons see if Notre Dame here can take the lead. Liam Ingles looking for somebody open. Movement going on.
And, just out.
Yeah, and Brady saw him get a little upset there. 3 missed shots in a row. Definitely, not getting to him, but you can see that he's a little frustrated with himself, not being able to convert 3 times in a row.
I mean, that's natural. That's natural. You're passionate about the game, and you want to do well. But the key takeaway for Brady, I think, tonight is that he has been a major contributor to this game thus far.
Yeah, and I think that's him holding himself to a high bar. He really wants to perform. He really wants to do well, and so it's almost unacceptable for him to have a decent performance.
And here we go. 2 minutes, 40 seconds. Don's ball, down by 1.
And Liam Ingles showing what he's been doing all night.
And as we saw there was that Marist quickness once more.
Yeah. So Liam Ingles all night has been showing off the handles, moving the ball around, trying to just keep possession of it as long as he can. But little mistake there, and Marist is going to get this ball.
And here we go.
And that is Vasilikis checking in, freshman, number 0.
Bringing it deep, up for the 3, and he sinks it.
That's Caden White. I mean, you saw him take a deeper 3 earlier, and it was no good, but obviously he trusts himself a lot to go back to that, and this time it paid off.
There it is, Brady with the ball. Trying to find anybody, finds Jan. Jan now feeling pressure, and there is a foul.
Yeah, that's going to be a foul on Marist. Endy's going to get the ball. So, I mean, one big thing is ND has taken a lot of time just drilling at the top of the key, not being able to find a lot of open passes. But when you think about it, part of that is just Marist's defense has been really, really good tonight.
Yeah. They're just not letting anybody get past. And here we go.
Got a 1.
And there is a foul once more.
It's going to be another foul on Marist. That is Marist's 4th team foul in only the 3rd quarter. I mean, at this point, you almost got to tell you guys to play off a little bit and maybe risk ND scoring some more points. But I mean, this is some serious foul trouble. You might let ND get a bonus before the 4th even starts.
Which would be huge going in. Oh.
And that is a heads-up play there from Justin Lang, falling out of bounds, throws it off of Connor Moselle, and then it goes out of bounds off of Connor. So now Marist has the ball.
A dirty play, but Marist has the advantage once again. Up for the 3, and it swivels out.
It's no good.
Here we go. The Dons just trying to get any sliver of a shot up. And we take the shot, and it rolls out. Once more. And to our man.
That Brady. One from Brady Sawhorst is good. Great rebound by Leo Federigo, and then just gives it right back to him, knowing that he has an open shot. That was a great heads-up play there from Leo.
Going into the last minute, do you think Marist is trying to score?
I think Marist is definitely trying to score here. They only have a 1-basket lead. They're definitely going to take their time with it, not try and rush anything.
And good kick, drew the Dons into the middle, and it swivels out. Jan with the big rebound. And a foul.
It's the 5th foul on Marist, and we are still in the 3rd quarter, 33 seconds left. That is huge for ND. Down by 2, but with the bonus I'm assuming they're going to get, it's going to be pretty easy for them to get a lot of free throws and hopefully put up a couple more points here. And I feel like if ND will come back and win this one, that'll be something Marist definitely looks back on and, kind of critique themselves. There were way too many fouls in the second half from this team.
We need to get a basket here to feel just that little bit more confident going into the next quarter. Jan going slow with the ball.
It's a big difference going from, down by 2 to tied going into the fourth. Basically going into the fourth at tied. It's a 0-0 game.
10 seconds left. Trying to find an opening. Trying to find a shot. 3 seconds. And the shot is taken. And it bounces out.
Connor Moselle unable to make that shot. Angry with himself. But that is going to be the end of the third quarter. 27-25. Marist Red Hawks on top. And that is going to be it for the third quarter.
Eight minutes to go before the end of this one. Maybe we'll go to overtime. Who knows? That's sports for you. Hey, yeah, we're back. We were here with you back in the first quarter.
We're back again.
People are asking me questions.
Yeah.
I'm talking on TV.
I'm not sure. I'm trying to fill in for you. I got nothing to say.
Geniuses. I don't know nothing.
8 minutes to go. Both teams pretty tired. This Marist is up 27-25 with 8 minutes left. Start of the fourth quarter. What do you got in mind?
It's going to be another down-to-the-wire game.
Yeah.
5-second violation. There's the timeout. Is that legal? Okay, so they grant it.
Yeah.
So we're going to get a timeout to start the quarter, as Moselle could not get that ball off. That's a pretty good defense by Notre Dame there. I'm pretty impressed. That's
defense
pretty good.
By Marist, you mean?
Yes. Is that what I said?
I think you said defense by Notre Dame.
I think you guys knew what I meant.
Or maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
The defense by Marist was really good there in protecting that. You don't see a lot of near 5-second violations going into the quarter.
No.
That's pretty uncommon.
Yeah. Especially right away. Usually teams kind of lay off, just let them get it in, see what their plan is for the fourth quarter.
Not necessarily.
Not Marist here. Yeah.
That's not a good thing that the Dons had to burn a timeout in dead time. That's kind of a cardinal sin right there.
Yeah, they are only at 2 fouls, though, so they have a few to give going into the fourth. Just 2 timeouts left.
So let's see how this end game rolls out. It's the starting 5 out there for the Dons, and looks like it's the starting 5 out there for, nope, never mind, I take that back. It's not the starting 5 for the Red Hawks, but it is a majority of those starters that are out there right now. It will be a down-to-the-wire finish. Dons had the lead going into halftime, but have since given it back to Marist. Liam with the fake, kicks across. Now Sellers with the little flip up, missed it the first time, and it's going to stay here. No foul was called, but it will be another inbound.
Good play. Still going up strong with it. We've seen that all game, so it looks like what we said we needed to see out of both teams is true, and that's just taking us strong to the rim.
So Ingles will get the inbound off. I'd like to see Jan take a nice mid-range shot, and yep. That's a blocking foul all day long, as that gets called on Marquise Vance, and he's racking up the fouls too. So that puts the Dons very close to bonus land. I think it's the next one they get put in bonus. It's been 10 months since we've done high school basketball. I don't remember.
A little rusty.
I don't remember. We'll get the hang of it by next week. Speaking of which, it's another Tuesday matinee next week as Dons play Bennett Academy Tuesday night here. Make sure you come on back for that. That'll be a fun one. One of the top teams in Class 4A will be paying a visit. Last time the Red Wings were here, they were beaten on a Troy D'Amico putback in overtime. It was the only bucket scored. I think the final was 42-40 in that game. Oh, nice rebound there by Vasilikas. And another thing too, Kaden, you might remember it. It was the first game back from the Louis Lesman three-quarter shot.
Oh, really?
Yep.
See, I did not know that.
Making it all crazier. And that's going to go the other way. I thought Sellers was the last to touch that. I don't know. Maybe hit the backboard. I'm not sure. But here comes Ingles down to 6 minutes to play. Don's looking to steal a win here. Moselle off left. And the Redhawks pick up the rebound. This would be quite the upset if the Dons could pick it up. Achilles Anderson has entered for the Redhawks as well. And there's Anderson getting his first points of the game. I think he was looking for a foul there to give him an and one, but it's now a 4-point affair, 29-25. Now how do the Dons answer? They've been quiet to start quarter number 4. Frederigo feeds over to Katsu. I don't think he was expecting it.
It's a good play.
Made that one look easy.
Yeah.
So it's now 29-27. Caden White will dish away. Corner 3, nope. We're going to swing it around some more, and Red Wings can burn some time out here. Try to bank, got his own rebound was Ross, and he'll get that one through. Took a couple of tries to Mason Ross. Puts her back through, and it's now 31-27. A lot of low-scoring games here at the start of conference play for the Dons. That's a testament to the good defense that they have. Katu will try a 3. I haven't seen a lot of those and left that one short left.
Just desperate shots now. Anything they can get if it's open, they just got to take it in this close game. 4 minutes left. Just over 4 minutes, I should say.
And it's not out of the realm. It's only a 4-point game.
It's not a big deficit.
No.
But it's kind of just like if you got an open shot in this situation, you don't want to pass it up.
And Jan really hasn't taken a lot of those 3-point shots this year. Which is why I was a little surprised that he took that. Because you don't often see that from him. And now Marist is trying to run some clock out. Yeah, there's no harm in doing that. And we're going to get a timeout called. We'll take a timeout with them. We'll be back in about 30 seconds. Come back with a little under 4 minutes to play here, and as we're entering the end game, 2 timeouts left for each side. The Dons are right on the edge of bonus land, with the Redhawks at 6 fouls right now. The Dons with only 2. They've been playing a very clean game, which is very good. Really haven't seen much of foul trouble from them this year.
I think that's going to pay off in the end. You see a couple of the just easy layups for Marist. No one really tries to contest it, just stay out of foul trouble.
And we're going to get a foul here, and that's going to be on Moselle. So about 3 more fouls to give for the Dons. A lot of space there as we're now at about 3:30. And a foul on Frederigo. So they're trying to force the Redhawks' hand here because they're trying to drain clock down. And we're going to start seeing that foul ticker go up a lot. Interesting play here that we're just going to play out here over the last 3 minutes, because this is a lot of what we're going to see from Marist.
Yeah, just over 3 minutes. Not much Marist has done except pass it around on the top of the key.
This is really all we're going to see.
Yeah.
Because the Dons are going to have to start fouling at some point, taking full advantage of the no shot clock. This possession has lasted about 2 minutes now, I'd say.
Minute and a half, yeah.
At some point, you're just going to have to start fouling and force them to shoot. Now we'll get a drive, and that gets blocked.
4 on 5. Marist has a man down.
Babel was not happy about that no foul call. And for the first actual play in about 2 minutes, winds up in a stuff. Well, they can't take too long. They're going to have to go. Katu trying to drive, and now he'll whip it back out.
No one's really moving around for ND. They're all just kind of standing there hoping the ball gets passed to them. There we go. Now we see a little movement.
Katu for 3! In she goes. And it's now a 1-point game just like that with 2 minutes to go. All right, 2-minute drill now. How do the Redhawks respond?
Draw foul. That's my best guess.
And we're going to see more milking of the clock. 31-30.
Got to do something here.
They got a foul.
Yeah.
Or do that. Big shot there by Achilles Anderson as we're now inside of a minute. So it's still a 1-score game, but it's a 3-point game.
Yeah.
As we're now inside of a minute to go. They need 3. Who's going to give it to them? Sellerst. Missed the layup.
Got to do something now. Foul press. Timeout is called.
Timeout is called by the Redhawks. So they have 1 left. I mean, that was a wide open layup, and Sellers just couldn't put her down. What I'm more surprised by is that there was no one there to rebound it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, where was everybody?
I mean, I think everyone in the building was expecting a 3-pointer, so probably a couple guys, or the rest of the team, I should say, out beyond the perimeter waiting for the ball to come to them for a 3.
So we now have a 3-point game, about 30 seconds. Redhawks are down to 1 timeout. And the Dons have 2. So it'll be interesting to see this finish and what happens. Also, you got some makeup entrance exam opportunities this week. If you did not test at any other Catholic high schools and you still need to take one, there's some chances. You got tomorrow at 4 o'clock and Saturday at 9 a.m. here in Niles. And then you have another opportunity in January if you can't do either of those. Also at 9 a.m. There's more information on the Notre Dame website, and you can email Mike Smith, whose contact information can be found there if you're interested in signing up. But for now, we come back here to the Don Dome in a 3-point game.
Collins checked in for Notre Dame.
Full court press now. And we got a foul here. That's definitely going to be on Liam Ingles. Trying to force something as going flying was, I think that was Mason Ross. That full airborne. This will get thrown into the backcourt with 25 seconds. And a foul by Ingles there.
Felt a little bit too long.
Yes, that did. So that's number 6. So they're now 1 off from the bonus with 15 seconds. And there's number 7. So that'll take him to the line, as the bonus has been activated for the Redhawks. Their bonus, not ours. So this is a 1-and-1. If it gets made, it's probably game over, and it's missed, but rebounded. There's the foul with 8.8. Shooting this one is Mason Ross. And now we're going to get another timeout. That's a Dons timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Back we go with a little under 9 seconds left to play here in this one. Redhawks trying to improve to a blistering 7-0 start. They've already looked really good coming in to this game and trying to keep the pace, heading into more conference action at the end of the week. These teams will match up again in January down on Pulaski. And that just about did it right there. 34-30. And that is missed. And Katu got tripped. And now it's a mad scramble, taking way too much time, and no time at all to get anything off, and that'll do it. Final score tonight, Redhawks 34 and the Dons 30 as Marist improves to 7-0 with a really good start so far. Look out for them down the road as the Dons fall to 3-3. Caden, I've been saying this for most of the year. It's a new team. They got to learn each other. It's going to take some time.
I think it's going to take some time too, but I feel like at this point things should be worked out a little bit better. Not saying that game was awful. I feel like it was a great pace, great game still, but 6 games in, I don't know. Just feel like it should be a little bit more connected.
Well, the Dons will be playing again on Friday as they head up to Mundelein and face off against Carmel. We'll be back on Tuesday night when Notre Dame faces off against Bennett. Until then, Caden Farley, Jacob Burnett, Aiden Nelson, our entire crew, wonderful crew they are. It's Danny Berg signing off. We'll see you again next week. Have a great night and go Dons.